East the Dills, your favorite stoner, him so high, and welcome to the podcast, man. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to finally get this podcast going. I've been talking about doing it for a minute, and we finally about to get into it, man. This podcast is pretty much gonna be about me talking about whatever I want to talk about. Shit, and we gonna get high doing it, and we gonna enjoy the time, and it's gonna be good. We're gonna get this going, man. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. If you are listening to this on the Anchor app, the Anchor app, follow the podcast, man. I will have a link in the Anchor bio section of my profile or whatever, for the link for my YouTube, so you can come on over, subscribe to the channel, and watch the videos and stuff like that. So, first things first. First things first. Now, I can't smoke. I can't smoke I can't roll up, light up. I can't smoke blunts and bongs and shit in the house. Maybe you can wherever you at, and if you can, do that shit. Me, I got this nice little vape pen right here. Shout out to Heavy Hitters for the vape. I don't know, the cartridge or whatever the fuck. Shout out to Heavy Hitters. This is my first time ever really having a brand, and this shit is fire. So if you fuck with the vapes, I don't know if they got like weed strains yet. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with Heavy Hitters. I've heard of their names. I don't know too much about the business. I just know this shit is fire. So if you fuck with the vapes, if they got weed, try it out. Let me know. Comment. Let me know if they got actual strains somewhere. I want to try it. But yeah, until then though, I got my vape. This is what I'm gonna be smoking on. Whatever you got, smoke on it. And we just gonna talk, man. We're gonna get into some shit. First thing we're gonna talk about is this Clubhouse thing, man. This Clubhouse app, I know it started, I want to say like at the beginning of the pandemic. So like 2020, Clubhouse started. Only been around for about 2 years now. Damn, that's crazy. I feel like Clubhouse is like taking over for like media now. And what I mean by that is like this is a like with Instagram, right? Instagram, the live, then the Twitter, celebrities tweeting and all that other shit, right? That was initially designed for people to connect with each other. You feel what I'm saying? Facebook, all this shit, for people to connect with each other. Now we got the metaverse, people connecting on a whole nother wave. We'll talk about that some other time. But like even with like Instagram live and shit, I was saying, people have these accounts to connect with their favorite people they love, people they know, or some celebrities that they enjoy. Now Clubhouse lets you take that a step further to where you can have real time conversations and not just wait for them to maybe like a comment that you put under their post or something like that, or DMing them and they looking at your shit, and they may not even look at it. Now Clubhouse is an app where you can have real time conversations with these celebrities, with these people we've heard so much about, and ask them questions and things like that. Like I feel like Clubhouse is a way to birth new new journalists. New people to do these interviews and shit, because like perfect example, CEO Reek. For those of you who don't know who CEO Reek is, Wack100 has a podcast, the 100 ENT show. His own channel, his own club on the Clubhouse, the 100 ENT room. His co-host is a brother named CEO Reek. And he probably never imagined himself doing interviews and shit, like doing the media side of hip hop and shit like that, right? Wack hears him in a room. And I don't know what room it is. I'm not too savvy on these rooms like that. I know Wack heard him in one room, liked the way he conducted the room and shit like that, so he brought him on over to his team. And like I say, Clubhouse is birthing that new wave, I feel like, of journalists. If people actually take it serious and not just get on there arguing and trying to fight with people and shit like that, it can create a whole new career for yourself that you didn't even know you wanted to do, or even knew that you had the ability or the skill set to do it. Clubhouse is birthing that. That's why I like Clubhouse. I like Clubhouse for that reason. There's other reasons why I like Clubhouse, but that's really the main one. And there's also reasons why I don't like Clubhouse. And one of the reasons why I don't like Clubhouse is some of the reasons we're about to get into here with Wack100. I respect Wack. Shout out to Wack. I had actually DM'd Wack not too long ago, asking him, because so many people on YouTube right now are creating content off of other people's content, and it's really just Wack yelling at people on Clubhouse. People are using his name and monetizing shit and making money off of his name, and Wack is cool with it. I had a conversation with Wack before I wanted to start a YouTube channel, anything like that. I had a conversation with Wack. He hooked me up with some people that I should know from an area that I'm from in LA. And not only that, I had came across his studio one time. Didn't even know it was his studio. I had came across this building. I just liked the street. The street was nice. It wasn't a busy street. It was mostly just people working, like warehouses and shit like that. So I'm like, I'm going to shoot a video right here. I like the area. I got my tripod, the music, the speaker and everything, set up my little station. I'm going to shoot a video right here. I was doing that for like a month and a half in front of his studio and didn't even know that was his studio. Then we ended up talking like that. So bottom line, I have respect for Wack. Not saying we friends. I'm not saying he owes me anything. I don't owe him anything. We don't know each other like that. He just connected me with some people. He fucked with my work ethic and me shooting my own videos of myself and shit like that. Cool. I fuck with it. He gave me a follow on Instagram, shit like that. So I respect the man. So just out of respect, I DM'd him like, hey, there's a lot of people out here using your name, making money. I don't know you like that, but I do know you. We've had conversation. So just out of the respect I have for you, is it cool if I use your name on my YouTubes and shit like that? Because at any given time, if he wanted to, anybody that's using his name on any content, he can take that shit down just like that. He can either take down your whole channel, or he can just be like, all right, cool. They got their shit, but all that money any money they're making off of my name, any video that has my name, any money they make has to reroute to my bank account. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't want that shit happening to me. So I hit the nigga. He didn't hit me back. He read it. He didn't say anything. So it is what it is. Not like that, but he didn't hit me back. So I'm not even going to continue to hit the man up and bother the nigga when he got other shit he got to think about and do. So I'm going to just go ahead and do what I'm doing. If it becomes an issue, him and I will pretty sure talk about it. He'll let me know, hey nigga, I don't want you using my name or whatever. Whoop-de-whoop. All right, cool. Until then, no, this is what we doing. So, and just because I do respect the man, just because I do respect him doesn't mean I am biased. I respect people, but I have no diehard loyalty to anybody. The only person I'm loyal to is myself. Him so high. That's it. Just me. I am the only person I trust on this planet. I don't trust my own mother. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. Nobody. Just myself. So, because of that, I'm the only person I have loyalty to. And I have no problem telling anybody that. Straight up. I'm not biased to nobody but myself. Fucking up. I'm not biased to nobody but myself. Straight up. So, on this channel, no matter how I feel, or on this podcast, I should say, no matter how I feel about anybody, the facts are the facts. And that's what I'm going to state. And that's what I'm going to talk about. If there's anything that is alleged, I will make sure I say that. But if it's facts and it's out there and there's proof of it, and I've seen it and the world has seen it, we're talking about it. There is no more alleged after that. It is what it is. So we about to get right into it. I know that was a long spiel, but we getting into it. First story off the Wack100 Clubhouse drama show. We have Wack100 and Big U, man. Wack100 and Big U. I'm not gonna lie. I seen this coming. I seen this coming. I didn't know how it was gonna play out. I didn't know it was gonna get to this extent. No, nobody can predict that. But I did predict this was gonna happen at some point. Wack and Big U having fallen out. I predicted that was gonna happen, and the reason why I predicted that was gonna happen is because of this. On the outside looking in, because let's be real, none of us really truly know these two people. If you do know these two people, that's a total, I'm not talking to you. But for the ones who don't know these two people that well, for us who don't know these two people, on the outside looking in, it seems like they're pretty much the same person, right? But they're not. They're not the same person at all. You know, Wack, the way I look at Wack is like, Wack is pretty much like, nigga, this is what it is. If I want you to know that I had a hand in fucking you over in any kind of way, nigga, I want you to know it was me. I'm not going to do no snake shit and have you running around trying to figure out if it was me or not, nigga. It was me. You feel what I'm saying? I want you to know it was me. That's how Wack is. Wack is like up front with whatever it is. If it's facts, if it's out, like we said on this channel, if it's facts and it's out there, he gonna talk about it, give his opinion on it, because it's facts and it's out there. As one thing he says that I fucking love it. It's crazy. I like this saying. He says the truth can never be considered disrespect. And that is so fucking true. That is so true. The truth can never be considered disrespect at all. How can the truth be considered disrespect when it's the truth? If the truth is considered disrespect to you, then that means you have a problem living your truth, and no matter what that is. You have a problem living up to whatever truth you may have about yourself that you don't want to own up to. And that's real. There's no debating that. There's no debating that at all. If you consider truth to be considered disrespect, any truth out there about you, if it comes out, you're going to consider it disrespect because you don't know how to handle your truth. You don't know how to own up to your truth. That's how I see Wack. Wack owns up to his truth. If it's the truth, it's the truth. It is what it is. I'm up front with it. I'm loud about it. Whatever the fuck. If you feel some type of way about it, so what? I don't give a shit. That's how Wack is. Similar to me. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I don't give a fuck what you got to. None of that. I don't care. I do not care. Straight up. Now, Big U, on the other hand, Big U was a quiet nigga. He's in the back. He's in the cut. Those niggas are the ones you got to look out for. Because not only do I see myself like similarities to Wack, but there's also similarities with me and Big U. The quietness. You got to watch out for the quiet niggas. I'm a quiet nigga. I'm not a loud motherfucker. Well, if you ever see me out, guarantee I'm quiet. I'm watching everything that moves around me. I'm looking at everybody in their eyes, because if I look you in your eyes, I can read your entire mind. I can know what you thinking. I know what you about to do. I'm looking at everything. Back against the wall. Speaking of against the wall, these walls, my new single coming out everywhere this weekend. Make sure you go stream that. These Walls by Him So High. Go stream that this weekend. Anyway, yeah, I got my back against the wall at all times, no matter where I go. I'm a quiet dude. I like to observe everything that goes on around me. And if I do want to fuck you over, I'm gonna be quiet about it. I ain't gonna say or do shit. And when you do get fucked over, I'm still not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna look you in your face and be like, damn, nigga, for real, that's crazy, man. It sucks that happened to you. Straight up. And honestly, that's how I feel Big U is, to be honest. That's the way I see it. So these are two totally different people, right? At some point, these two totally different people were going to come clashing heads. Wack is who he is, Big U is who he is to their sections. Whether or not, whatever how you feel about these two people, the facts are Wack has a lot of say-so in LA. It is what it is. Big U has a lot of say-so in LA. It is what it is. These two powerhouses. It's sort of like that saying, it can only be one big dog in the yard. Or however you phrase that terminology yourself, that's the terminology I'm using. There can only be one big dog in the yard. Only one. There can only be one. Sooner or later, one of these big dogs, they're going to have to cut each other. They're going to have to scrap it out. They're going to have to scrap it out to determine who's the real big dog in this yard and who's the pup. That's what it is. And right now, that's what I feel like is happening. We got, Big U's niece by the name of Keita. She said some things about, somebody asked her a question about Wack and Big U's situation. She respectfully declined to really talk about it because she fucked with both of these men. She looked at both of these dudes as her uncles. Her and Wack get into it. Wack start calling her out of her name. All kind of bitches and everything like that. I don't know. Then apparently Keita had a conversation with Big U. And Big U was like, giving her the green light, allegedly, to expose Wack for certain dealings or whatever the case is. Not too sure what she was trying to expose, because at the end of it, I didn't really understand what she was exposing. I don't know. I didn't really understand it. It didn't register to me what she was trying to expose. But then Wack100 does some exposing himself. And this, if whatever Keita was trying to expose Wack for, if it did get through to people or not, it got completely trumped with what Wack brought to the table. The truth is the truth. Excuse me. Truth is the truth. Wack said that Keita was feeling some kind of way about Big U. I don't know how long ago this was, but Keita was feeling some kind of way about Big U because Big U was making money, was having these contracts with LAPD and getting money from LAPD. And the only money he was giving Keita, because Keita was working for him, was gas money. This is everything I'm saying right here is alleged by Wack. I didn't hear that conversation. But what's not alleged is this audio or recording that Keita gave Wack apparently out of frustration with Big U, And this audio and footage she gave Wack has to do with Big U working for LAPD. And this is a part where I can't say alleged, because the person who read these contracts, he read the contracts. The contracts are there. It's there. Like, the dude read them. Eugene Henley. For those of you who don't know Big U, his name is Eugene Henley. Eugene Henley has a company. I don't know the name of the company. I do. They said it. I just can't think of it right now. Matter of fact, let's see if I can pull it up right here. Big U. Let's see. Big U company. I don't even know how I would look it up. I don't want to know. Let's see. Big U company. Let's see if that just worked. I don't really know what to type up. I knew that wasn't going to work. Rebuild by Design. That's the name of it. That's the name of it. Big U, April 29, update. Rebuild by Design. Is that the name of it? I think it is. I think that's the name of it. No, is it? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Oh, anyway, I can't. I don't know. I thought this was it, but it brought up something else. Anyway, Big U has a company, and this company is like, it's a company that helps protect the youth from gangs and shit like that, right? You know, on the outside looking in, it's just regular activism. I don't even know if that's a word, but I don't know if I use that right. But it's just regular activist work, right? Big U being an activist and shit like that, trying to help his community, clean his community and shit like that, right? So these contracts that Big U has with LAPD, where he's getting over or close to or over $500,000 a year from LAPD. LAPD is paying this man and his company to pretty much snitch on the community. Pretty much. In these contracts, Big U's company, people who work for his company that live in the community, they get these cell phones. These cell phones, if a violent crime happens within the community, these cell phones, as soon as you dial 911, go straight to them. It's a quick response phone, so the police can get there quickly at no matter where they are in the community. So in that community, if you don't know, the 6 O's community is big as fuck. It's big as fuck. So in that whole community, you got certain niggas who work for Big U's company, which is an underlining thing that works for fucking LAPD. And if you hear that, that's the fucking trash. It's trash day. They're picking up my cans and shit. Anyway, Big U's company, these people that work for his company, have these cell phones to communicate to the police, to report violent crimes in the community. I forgot the number of how many, like, there was a certain amount of crime debt or some shit like that in LA, and Big U's company helped